That's cold.
Representation. Here he is. He's got Maksim Alamov. Let's see if he's here to perform. A big feint, big flick even into an ish. Out of zone 1. Sorry, I'm lost for words. He's filled it so well. Transition, beautiful, into out of zone 2, stays in it really well. This is a clean run for Maksim. We could see a little bit more on the pace again, but does well through the transition point. Out of zone 3, let's see if he feels it. Beautiful stuff. This is shaping up to be quite the run, definitely for a first one. See if he does with the wall, does a good job. Just misses the end and start of out of zone 4.
Oh boy.
Wowee, I think aside from that final zone, that was a clean run. All right, lap 2 from Rory Edwards. Let's see if he can put that GR86 where it needs to be to better his score. Ooh-wee, filling all of out of zone 1 very well once again. Down, let's see how the transition does. Obviously, it's incredibly nice and consistent. The car looking very stable, much better through 2. Doesn't quite drop that tyre on the inside. Good side of the T. Out of zone 3, again, nice pace, good angle. Down the straight, let's see if he can perform on 4 this time. Will he catch it? Does a good job.
Yeah.
Rory Edwards, everybody. Very nice run. Team KINGSTAR himself.
Mr. Andy KINGSTAR himself. Ready to go. Focused.
Here we are, Andy KINGSTAR. Second qualifying run. Let's see how he does. See if he plays it a little bit safer. Big flick. Comes up a little bit short, unfortunately, on 1. Goes all the way around. Let's see if he does snappy again. Ooh, not too snappy this time. A little bit slow. Great job on 2 once again. Stays a good side of the T, keeps the angle on, stays in drift really well. Out of zone 3, big pace, here we go. Let's see if he can commit to the wall a little bit better this time, and the wall will reward him. Let's see, he's there, he's done it over the line, very good.
Freeze. That's cold.
Right, that's one.
Let's see how he does in his second qualifying run. And a beautiful GD86 initiation, once again, out of zone 1 is his for the taking. Done beautifully well. Transition into 2, big angle, much better than we saw on the first run, very nicely done. Oh, good side on the line. Out of zone 3, let's see if he can get this final 4th zone better than he did the first time. Look at the angle through there, this is clean, super smooth. Oh, and he comes up just a little bit short on 4 again. Never
Honestly
mind.
going, which is of course Tuba 1.
The man himself, Mr. Tuba Wong, another KINGSTAR driver. Alright, we're off the line. First qualifying run for Mr. Tuba Wong himself of RC KINGSTAR, Team RC KINGSTAR. Out of zone 1, filled very nicely. Look at the pace on this guy, he knows what he wants. Big flick into 2, putting the car exactly where it needs to be. Following that qualifying line, absolutely spot on. Out of zone 3, is it his for the taking? He does well, let's see what he does, builds the pace. Down into troublesome 4, the wall is there, big flick, very nicely done, what a run! Alright, we're off the line, we see Dan in the lead position, KINGSTAR in the chase, initiation, big angle from Dan. Andy taking a little bit of a dive to try and pick up on that proximity. We're not seeing quite as much angle in the chase position as we are in the lead, but a very good clean chase nonetheless. Very tight transition through there, out of zone 3, let's see how they do. Very nice. Oh, we see a few tyre drops from Dan there, just after zone 3. See how that plays out and see what the judges make of it. Across the line. Very nice. I definitely saw a tyre from Dan.
Yeah.
All right, so this time we see KINGSTAR in the lead, Dan in the chase, initiation. Very nice in zone 1. Oh, a small tap from Dan in the chase, I think. It didn't seem to disrupt too much. He does end up tapping the wall as well after that one, just after zone 1. Zone 2 sees a clean run. Proximity falling back just a little bit in our chase position, but not a huge amount of angle on our lead. Although it does throw down quite a nice line still. See how they do on the zone 4. Good. Comes up a little bit shallow on our lead. Across the line. Alright, we see Ben Clinton here. Team KINGSTAR driver off the line. Just creating a bit of a gap on the chase there, but then taking a dive. Still not quite there with the proximity. I think he's going to have to pick up a little bit of aggression to try and keep up with Ben around here into out of zone 2. Look at this, Ben really kind of getting away from there quite a bit and having to do everything he can to try and catch up. Ben doing a beautiful line. Right, across the line, good stuff. Right, let's get it, boys. We see Dan Collins in the lead, Ben in the chase, initiation, big flicks. Ben doing a good job, not getting too close. I jinxed that, he's up in his door. There it is, Ben kind of pushing Dan around quite a bit. The pace isn't quite like we saw on the lead from Ben just now. But a really tight run from Dan as well still. It's a good job out of zone 3, following that qualifying line nicely. Very good stuff into out of zone 4. Let's see how they do. Ben is right there with the lead. Amazing stuff. Okay, we off the line. Let's see what happens. Tuba, initiation into out of zone 1. Sam is right there with him. You can tell we're getting towards the middle of the bracket here as these guys are getting closer and closer, but that is an excellent line being put down by Tuba. Sam is still right there with him, doing everything he needs to keep by his door. Look at the proximity and the mimicking, it's beautiful stuff. We see a small tab from Tuba there on the wall and out of zone 3. Out of zone 4 sees them separate just slightly. And across the line, wowee, to lead. I'm interested to see how this plays out. Initiation, Tuba's right there with him, of course. Look at that proximity. Not shaken in any form. Wow. Sam Little right on the qualifying line though, you know, and it takes a good lead to get a good chase as well. We all know that. Tuba just having to make a small correction there, ahead of out of zone 3. See if the pace picks up and how they do in out of zone 4. They're right there. Look at him on his bumper, in his door. Over. Oh, and a small tap out of the line. Okay, we see Rory giving lead to Alex here in that pink GR86. No, not pink. Representing our sponsor, Valino Tyres. Absolutely. Very good stuff. We see Alex just falling back a little bit ahead of out of zone 1, but Rory putting down a very nice line. See how they do for the transition. Alex still falling back just a little bit, and Rory putting the car where he needs to. Really nice stuff on out of zone 3. See, tyre drop from the chase there. He commits to out of zone 4, fills it all the way, and across the line. Okay, here we go. Second half of this battle. We see Alex in the lead. Rory in the chase. Out of zone 1 comes up a little bit shallow in the lead, but Rory is kind of following his suit. Ooh, a little bit more aggressive from Rory there. He didn't seem to disrupt Alex in any way though. It's a nice friendly tap. Going to do for out of zone 3. Is Rory going to play it safe, or is he going to commit big to the finish? Let's see how it goes. Big flick from Alex. Rory's not quite there. And across the line. Alright, so we see Scott giving lead to Maksim here. Good formation down into the first zone. A little bit too much pace from Scott there into the first barrier. I mean, we've said it before. If you go too straight, you get too much pace.
Straight down the drag strip, it's going to happen.
You're in the wall. It's a hard run, but they're both doing a great job finishing up their run here.
Yeah, I mean,
Maksim is right with Scott.
Just because of that crash doesn't mean it's out. If Maksim gets to zero himself in some way.
Wow. Second half, Maksim in the lead. Initiation. Very nice lead line from Maksim. Comes up a little bit shallow, but Scott is right there in the proximity. Scott is going to be driving aggressive now, you can tell, because he wants to pick up from that mistake he made in the first half of the battle. See, oh my goodness, and he slices Maksim in half coming through the transition point there. Over in 3, Scott is still right with Maksim, but Maksim doing a really clean run. Down into 4, comes up a little bit shallow, across the line.
100%.
Alright, Henry to lead, Andy to chase, KINGSTAR himself. Let's see what they do. Oh, a similar story that we just seen with Scott Hill. I mean, it didn't quite
Not
catch
quite
up.
as bad.
I don't know if it was 2 tyres off or not, but they kind of stayed in it. So let's see how they do.
He at least managed to break.
Let's see if they can fill out zone 3. For me, I don't feel like it's been zeroed out just yet, so let's see what happens. KINGSTAR doing a really good job on the chase there, but Henry putting down a very nice lead line. And they pushed the finish. Alright, so you see KINGSTAR in the lead, Henry in the chase. Big gap being created. Let's see if Henry takes the dive. He does. He picks up the proximity just a little bit. A really nice qualifying line from Andy. Another big dive from Henry, but Andy just getting away from him a little bit. Has to pull out some of the angle just to catch up with the lead. As zone 3, sees the boys stuck together quite well. Good mimicking. A little bit more angle than on the chase than the lead. Big flick into 4. And across the line. Alright, off the line. You see Daryl giving lead to Ben Clinton here. In formation, initiation. Big flicks from Daryl. Look at that lead line. A ton of angle throughout zone 1, but Ben is right there with him. It's getting hard to follow with so much angle there. Incredible stuff. Look at this driving. They are right there with each other. We can see a little bit more in the pace, but aside from that, it's quite beautiful to be honest with you. Ben is right there with Daryl. Chopping bumpers down to zone 4. Oh, the tap on the lead. Alright, Ben giving lead. Just see if Daryl can keep up. Oh, we see Ben take an interesting line across there at the start.
I agree.
Daryl was there on the chase. Is he going to pick up the proximity? Not quite as a steady run as we saw just now with Daryl in the lead position, but not a bad run either way. You see Ben putting down a beautiful line as zone 3. Daryl's there just playing a little bit of catch up still. See how they're doing to 4. Ben starting deep, comes out a little bit shallow, and across the line. Hi. So we have Gareth in the lead, Tuba in the chase. Rat Trap versus KINGSTAR. Both there together and out of zone 1. Really nice line being put down. Tuba is falling back just a little bit. We probably want to see a bit more proximity. Let's see the pace though. Lovely pace through this battle. Gareth doing a really good job filling all the zones, being on that line. Tuba is right there with him though. So they do into out of zone 4. This could be make or break for the first half of this battle. And it's clean. Alright, second half we see Tuba in the lead. We see much better proximity already from Gareth. Very aggressive. Look at the proximity on that. Oh my days. He has to take it back just a little bit. And then he ends up cutting the zone slightly. And then gets a little bit scrappy and out of zone 2. But Tuba's right where he needs to be. Out of zone 3. Sees the boys falling apart a little bit more. I think. Oh, and a small curve from Gareth there. Derailed him. Tuba's just got to stay in it.
Oh. Here we go. Rory on the lead.
Alright. Louis in the chase. Rory in the lead. See how he does on that qualifying line. Oh, very nice. We saw an interesting line from the chase there. Lead was kind of where it needs to be. Let's see if he picks up the proximity in the chase position though. Very nice. Very tight, very clean. Out of zone 3. Oh, we see something ahead of out of zone 3. A small mistake, possibly in the chase. Maybe the lead for a line, I'm not sure. Out of zone 4. Clean. Good.
Cross.
Alright, second half. Louis in the lead. Can he perform? Let's see. Rory's putting down the aggressive chase this time. He knows what he's got to do. He was too safe in the last one. It's time to perform. Louis is definitely performing on that lead line. He really knows the line super well. Amazing driving for both of them through out of zone 3 there. Down into 4, kissing the wall, big flicks. Look at the proximity across the line.
Oh.
There we are. That's better off the line. Dylan in the lead, Maksim in the chase, and that beautiful, what is it, 400Z to reach the side earlier, and a really nice line through out of zone 1 from our lead. Chase is there. Oh, some hesitation there, I felt. Maksim not getting quite so deep into the zone. Dylan doing a really good job. As zone 3, look at Maksim here with the proximity though. He's coming through it now. Let's see if he can perform in the final zone.
Oh.
Right, off the line, so we see Maksim in the lead position this time. Let's see if he can pick up some pace. Dylan doing a good job sticking with him through the start. Out of zone 1, very clean. Dylan taking a dive there, and it cost him just a little bit of proximity as he has to pull back from Maksim. Maksim, nice and consistent. Car looking super stable. Look at the proximity through the transition. Out of zone 3, sees them stuck together still. Down the straight. Let's see if they can keep it clean through here. Not too scrappy, please, boys. To zone 4. Across the line! Alright, so we see Ben giving lead to Andy here. See how they do, KINGSTAR. This is KINGSTAR. Initiation. A little bit shallow on the lead there, but Andy's right with him. Chase is coming together nicely there. He's just got to pull it in a little bit closer, I feel. A bit more aggression would be nice at this stage in the tournament, I think. Sticking together very well. No complaints on the lead line from me. Right there with him. This is super clean. Out of zone 4. And across the line.
Man, that was a pretty safe
tidy,
tidy example.
Alright, let's get it. KINGSTAR in the lead. Benjamin in the chase. Beautiful Junior 86. This is a little bit shallow on that first zone. I think maybe they're both trying to pick up some pace to try and get away from the other one. Oh, and a big dive from Ben. Andy was there on the line, but Ben just kind of cut a bit to pick up some of that proximity. Out of zone 3, sees them stuck together once again. Look at that, together through the corner beautifully. Big flicks will it be? Oh, very slow initiation. Across the line. Tuba in the lead. Matty Wilshire in the chase. This is another KINGSTAR driver versus a Scale Drift driver. Matty's right there on the proximity of the pace. Obviously we saw Matty earlier with his rapid machine. Tuba comes up a little bit short and out of zone 2. They're sticking with it though. Really nice clean line from Tuba. So did the free, some small correction. He had to pull some of the angle back out as it's a little bit too shallow, but Matty's right with him still. Initiation into 4 and across the line. Go. Matty in the lead. Tuba in the chase. Big flicks out of zone 1. Tuba sticking with him. Initiation. Oh, Matty just on the wall. I didn't see a tyre drop, but it corrected. He did out of zone 3. Very nice and tidy. Big angle from Tuba there on the chase. Big flicks. He's going to do it. There we go. And over the line.
Yeah.
Alright, we see Rory Edwards giving lead to Maksim Alamov. Two drivers who know each other incredibly well. Big flicks from Rory, filling out of zone 1 beautifully. Maksim just falling back a little bit on the proximity. Possibly playing it safe. Let's see if he takes a dive. He does. He just skips the start of out of zone 2 to try and pick up that proximity. Very nice on the transition. Out of zone 3, sees them neat and tidy in formation. Maksim doing what he needs to keep with Rory. Big flicks. Into out of zone 4. Look at the proximity. Yes!
Oh.
Alright, we see Maksim in the lead. Initiation. That beautiful Bellino tyres GR86 in the chase. Look at the proximity through here, doing a slightly better job than we just seen Maksim do. Look at that. Slicing him up. Qualifying line there from Maksim as well. Should be hold for sure. Over 3. They hit it once again. Stay where they need to be. Rory's there, not pushing too aggressively. And out of zone 4. Touching shoulders. Over the line.
Wow.
Alright, so you see Ben in the lead here, Tuba in the chase. This is going to be incredibly close, we already know that much. Tuba is right there, as zone 1, filled as it needs to be in the lead position. Chopping bumpers once again through that transition point ahead of out of zone 2. Let's see what they do in the second transition. Very clean. Tuba just falling back on the proximity a little bit. Out of zone 3, filled. Very nicely done. Both boys sticking together, really clean driving. Big flicks into out of zone 4. Is Tuba come up a little bit short? Right. Tuba in the lead, Ben in the chase. Big flicks out of zone 1. Up a little bit shallow, but Ben's right there. Mimicking beautifully that line from Tuba. Very aggressive. You've got to be at this point in the competition. A small tap on the wall from Tuba. Out of zone 2. Tuba doing out of zone 3. He stayed in it. Big angle. Tuba there, let's see how that plays out in the judge's eye. Big flicks into 4 once again. Beastie flicks. But look at that. Ben Clinton with him the whole way round. GR86 versus GR86. We've got Timmy Woo with the Yokomo in front. Rory Edwards with his Bellino tyres. Beautiful sponsored shell. The chase. Oh, wee. Sort of tap from Rory in the chase position there. It's getting scrappy. Let's see how it plays out. I don't know if there's a stall from Timmy maybe. Possibly not. Out of zone 3 field. Rory's hanging back just a little bit now. Obviously those corrections he had to make early on are affecting him in the second half of this the run. Oh my.
That was an
Alright. Off the line. Rory Edwards in the lead. Timmy Woo in the chase this time. Big flicks. Timmy is right there. Rory doing an amazing job of filling out of zone 1. Yeah, the transition is clean. Timmy hanging back just a little bit. He might not be doing such an aggressive run after we saw the mistakes a moment ago, which we don't really know the fault, but if I had to guess, I'd say more towards Rory. Great job in our zone 3 though, both boys sticking together. Big flicks into 4, will it be? Pat on the bum, into the wall, filling the zone, and across the line. We're off the line, so we see Rory in the lead position this time, Tuba in the chase. Look at the proximity here, beautiful run. Battling out for the 3rd place, filling all the way around in zone 1, out of zone 1. Transition out of zone 2, super tidy. We see Tuba just falling back a little bit and not quite filling the zone as well as Rory does. There we are, out of zone 3, filled nicely. Oh, a small tyre drop from Tuba, probably trying to pick up some of that proximity, but this is going to be some aggressive driving there. So of course, the points are still to play for. Off the line, Tuba in the lead, Rory in the chase, and that beautiful Bellino GR86 that we just see pedal Timmy in. The proximity once again, they're right there with each other. Out of zone 2, hit very nicely. A little bit cleaner than we just saw in the reverse position from these two. Out of zone 3, done beautifully. Lead is there, the chase is there, proximity's there, mimicking. It's really quite beautiful. And let's see how they do on 4. Oh my. Wow. All right, so we see Timmy Wu in the lead. Yokomo driver and Ben Clinton with his beautiful RDX there in the chase. The proximity is there now to zone 1. Running a beautiful line from Timmy. Ben is right with him. Out of zone 2, filled beautifully as well. The transition is clean. See, no mistakes yet. It's going to be a hard one to charge. Out of zone 3, filled very nicely. Big angle from Ben in the chase. How are they going to do down to out of zone 4? He's right there with him. Yes, and across the line.
Wow.
All right, we're off the line. We see Ben in the lead this time. Timmy in the chase. Oh, we see Ben again taking that funny line over the start. It just comes a little bit short now in zone 1. Timmy is right there with him though, doing some really good mimicking. Very good. Big angle from Ben. Timmy a little bit shallow, I noticed. Oh, look at that. Oh my goodness. That could be the mistake that cost it. We'll see. They were incredibly close. That is zone 4. Oh my goodness.
But
Tit for tat. Let's see what happens.
Today. Thank you so much. Absolutely awesome.